Okay, most of my videos are management videos, and this one's going to be a little bit controversial, as you can tell from the title. Um, I encourage younger people, and when I'm talking about younger people, I'm saying, say, 25 years of age or younger, to make sure that anytime you're looking at a YouTube video or looking at the news, um, just make sure that you check your facts, because um, a lot of times there's idiots on YouTube, and heck, for all you know, I may be one of those idiots. A lot of idiots that are spouting news, and there's a lot of folks that, celebrities, for example, that have no clue on what it means to have a real life like most people. They live in a little cloud. So just make sure you check facts on things, and that includes what I'm about to talk about. Jeep, as well as most other makers of mid-size SUVs, have taken the Jeep Cherokee, which used to be a really good vehicle. I've owned several of them. And they basically turned it into a minivan. They have started putting it on a car frame, what they call a unibody frame. And there's three problems with that, three main problems. One is you don't have the strength with the unibody frame that you do with a truck frame. Sometimes also the truck frame is called a ladder frame or a body-on-frame design. So you don't have the strength, you don't have the flexibility. They don't flex as well and reach down and grab holes and things like that. And you also don't have the ground clearance. So I really hate that Jeep did this, and I really hate that other car makers, Ford Explorer has done it. They did it back in 2011. 2010 was the last real truck frame Explorer they made. But most of the mid-size SUVs have basically gone to car frames, and so they've been turned into minivans. Now, that's not a big deal, depending on what you need it for. If you're up north and you've got snow to contend with, or if you're just going to take it out to the woods every once in a while, it's not a big deal. Problem is that these vehicle makers, they advertise like the Jeep Trailhawk, Cherokee. It's this big bad SUV that you can take anywhere. That's just not the case. They have basically bastardized the Jeep Cherokee. They have pretty much ruined it for real four-wheel drive enthusiasts. And somebody at Jeep should get their ass fired over this. I mean, seriously, they really should. It's a real shame. Now, there are very few mid-size SUVs left that have not been bastardized into minivans. This is one of them, Toyota 4Runner. Toyota 4Runner is an excellent vehicle. It is a body-on-frame, truck frame vehicle. It has ground clearance. It has an excellent reputation, and Toyota has made it very clear that they are never going to turn this into a minivan. They're never going to start making these on car frames. They are true to the four-wheel drive enthusiasts, and they're going to stick with us. So I encourage everybody to look at going with something like a Toyota 4Runner because of that fact. If you're getting a mid-sized SUV and you want something that will actually do what you need to do, like I say, if you're looking at if you're just looking at some snow and ice, the Jeep Cherokee is still a good vehicle for snow and ice and things like that. But for real four-wheel drive enthusiasts, if you've got some big mud holes to go through, or if you've got rocks to climb, and this is just a base vehicle. This is not a, this isn't lifted or anything, but anyway, I just wanted to make a quick video on this. I know it's going to be controversial, and I'll probably get a lot of people telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. But I was driving a Toyota and a Ford Ranger, 30 years ago, back when we didn't have cell phones. So if I got my ass stuck, I had to walk a mile to the next house and use the actual telephone that was plugged into the wall. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to four-wheel drive vehicles. Like I said, Jeep Cherokee, unfortunately, it's been turned into a minivan. So as long as you know that, and you're buying a minivan, and you're going to use it for minivan uses, that's fine. Don't believe the advertisements that Jeep has out. Now, the Wrangler is still a very good vehicle. There's a lot of good four-wheel drive vehicles still on truck frames. And like I said, don't take my word for it. Do your research. Google it. You'll see I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, stay tuned for more management videos.